what's everybody? So today we're going to be going over one of my favorite fretboard hacks to find all the notes on the guitar. We're going to be going from the open strings to the 11th fret. And then for some of the new people out there, for those who don't know, our open strings, the notes that we play on the open strings in standard tune repeat themselves at the 12th fret. So first, let's get started with the natural notes. We're going to have to find all the natural notes first. Now there's a couple things you need to remember. The distance between B and C and E and F are going to be half steps. A half step is when we move one fret. All the other notes like A to B, G to A, D to E, those are all going to be whole steps, 2 frets, right? Here's how it goes. A, whole step to B, B, half step to C, C, whole step to D, D, whole step to E, E, half step to F, F, whole step to G, and then G, whole step to A. How we're going to use this and apply it to our fretboard is we have names already determined by our tuning, and we're basically just going to start at any point within the alphabet and just move this whole steps or half steps or whatever we start on through the sequence to find all the notes on the string. For example, we have on our lowest string, it's tuned to an E note. Now, if I move from the open string to the 1st fret, I'm playing an F note. Now, if I move a whole step from F, 1, 2 frets, it's going to be G, 1, 2, whole step. That gives me A, 1, 2 for another whole step. It gives me B. Now, half step to C, half step 1 fret from B to C. I'm on C now. Get the D, whole step, 1, 2. Get the E, whole step, 1, 2. So E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. And we can repeat this process for every single string, right? Now, to help train our reaction time to be able to get to these notes faster and begin to recall them, I like to use the circle of force. The circle of force is easy to memorize when you break it up into 3 groups. So the first group is going to be the notes C and F, right? And then after that, we're going to basically spell the word bead followed by the letter G twice. The first time, it's going to be all flat, and then the second time, it's going to be all natural. So we have C, F, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B, E, A, D, G, right? That's the circle of force. The circle of fifths is the same notes, but going clockwise instead of counterclockwise. So counterclockwise for force, clockwise for fifths. I prefer the circle of force, just kind of how I learned in the beginning. And we start naturally with C. So we're going to go ahead, use our whole steps half step method to find C on the E string. So again, and I prefer you guys look at it and not like, play the notes up to there. Look at it, move through the whole steps if you have to count up, and then play the note, because I want you to train your ear to hear what C sounds like. Now, it's very, very important when you're doing this exercise to say the name of the note out loud, and if you're wanting to maybe work on some singing or just better train your ear, try to hum or sing the note that you're playing. So for example, if you're playing C, try to match it as best as you can with your voice. It's only going to help you memorize all this stuff a lot better, right? So we're going to go starting from the E, go to the E, and then back. Find C. Then we have to find C on the A string now. A, we'll step to B, C. There's another C. We're coming up on the D string. I think it's easier, instead of counting all the way up from down here to get to C, count back from the 12th fret. So we have D up here, go a whole step back. 1, 2. So we have C, 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 C. We're halfway there. Now we gotta go find a C on the G. We have G, A, B, C. And then we have a super easy one. We have the B string right here, go a half step, 1st fret, and then we have this concept called big brother, little brother. Everything the big brother does, the little brother does. So we have E here. We found C here on the 8th fret. We're gonna have another C here on the 8th fret as well. So we now have all 6. C, 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 C. Now, how we start to train our reaction time based off that, we got to use a metronome. I recommend when you first start this, do it with whole notes. So you basically turn on your metronome and have it go for, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. When you feel comfortable with that, bump up to half notes where you're holding it for 2 beats, then quarter notes where you're playing every beat. So that quarter notes would be something like this: C, 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 C. From there we can subdivide. So doing 8th notes, 1 and 2 and triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet. 16th notes, 1 and a 2 and a. And all this is going to do is help you train your reaction time. When you're doing this exercise, also bear in mind, try to move right to the next note. So after you do C, jump right to F. After you're done with F, jump right to B flat. That'd be something like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do it with quarter notes. 3, 4, C, 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 F, 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 B flat, 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 and so on. So you get all the way through the circle of 4s. This exercise is the beginning of a system that I teach all my private students. If you're interested in learning more about this system and signing up for private lessons, feel free to shoot me an email at hunterhavokk@gmail.com, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.